Calm down, Grant. Nobody is trying to pin anything on you.
Then why the hell did you start with the questions about Dr. Gerald?
It's an unsolved murder. I've got to follow all leads.
Let me tell you something, Robert. Something you ought to be aware of. Dr. Gerald was like a father to me. You read what was in that letter. His death was the last thing on earth I would have wanted. If there were any way that I could have prevented it, I would have. And you, surely you of all people ought to be able to understand that.
Yes, of course. But tell me, why did you find it necessary to rip off the electrodes?
Because that is an insult to me, to my profession, and my place in the community.
To be perfectly honest, Grant, I don't give a damn about your place in the community.
Well, if you were a true servant of the people, you would give a damn.
Yes, I am a servant of the people. And right now, I'm serving the 3 that are dead. Now, I have been appointed to find the party or parties responsible.
Then you're wasting an awful lot of time asking the wrong person.
I'll be the one to decide that.
Excuse me, Commissioner.
What is it, Carl? Sentiment. Well, you've got company.
I have.
Darling, I'm all right. They haven't hurt you, have they?
Oh, not Celia.
On behalf of my client, I'd like to know what's going on here, Commissioner.
Who's your client?
Dr. Putnam, as of 10 minutes ago when his wife engaged me.
Yes, what the hell is going
Now,
on?
Edward, I'll handle this. Am I to assume now that you're pressing charges, Robert?
No.
No.
Grant agreed to the questions.
If memory serves me right, that is a lie detector machine.
Right again. Grant also agreed to that.
Grant?
I've nothing to hide, Lee.
You realize you may have violated this man's rights.
Is that what you think, Grant? I mean, after all, we were just having a friendly discussion.
Grant?
No, Lee. As Robert said, it was just a friendly discussion.
You're free to go. Just don't leave town.
Come on. What the hell's he doing? He's letting him go.
Come on. Well, what about the sign?
The sign?
It says loans.
Don't believe it.
Huh?
No, seriously, I'm the assistant manager at this branch. I handle all kinds of business.
Oh, okay, fine. Then you can't help me.
You said there's a problem with your account?
Yes. It's overdrawn.
You're right. That is a problem.
But not insurmountable.
Well, perhaps you should be sitting on my side of the desk.
Well, you see, it only appears to be overdrawn. Technically, it is.
You've just lost me.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's a joint account. It's my husband's and mine. And it's my fault because I forgot to make a deposit.
Well, you're right. It's certainly no problem as long as the situation is rectified.
That is why I'm here. See, what I would like to do, if you can do this for me, is to transfer funds from my own personal account into the joint account.
All right. Exactly how much?
Exactly. Oh, it was $836.50.
Well, shall we just say 900?
No, no, no. It has to be the exact amount.
All right, the exact amount. I'll initial it, and it'll go through today.
Okay, I'll need a receipt.
Certainly, Mrs. Weber.
Thank you.
Man, you know those clowns? Man, what a crack-up. When that one clown dumped that bucket of confetti on the other clown, it was so funny I thought I'd die.
Well, how about that lady on the horse?
Oh, yeah, one-hand handstand. That was real neat. Wait till the guys at school hear about it.
Well, you having a good time?
Oh, yeah, great. Terrific.
What was your favorite part so far?
My favorite part was the traffic jam in the parking lot. I like that.
Mike, how about some cotton candy?
Hey, great. Can I have some?
Oh, why not?
Oh, no, no. Cotton candy is terrible for him. No, you don't want to let him have any of that. I mean, do you?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
Ah, heck. It's not every day I have a chance to have cotton candy.
Now, that sounds like a reasonable argument to me.
Okay, here's the money for it, son, but don't blame me if you go to bed with a tummy ache.
I won't.
Okay.
what's the time?
Oh, I get it. The idea is to keep up appearances for the kid. Well, I don't care. He's just a kid.
I care.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, Mike. Don't worry. Accidents happen.
Give me a napkin.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Brock.
Oh, it's okay, kid. Don't worry about it.
So, what's next?
I think it's about time we get you home.
That's a great idea. Let's go home.
Come on, let's go. We don't want Lesley's work.
What, did you take long?
No, they were marvelous about it.
Well, it's all taken care of. Receipt.
There you go.
Great, thank you.
Well, now that that's off both our minds, I'm going to take a bath before dinner.
Leslie, wait a
What,
minute.
is something wrong?
Well, I think there is. As I
What?
remember, the check was for different amount. That's what I thought. The check was for $839.50. The deposit was for $836.50.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. You want to look. There's a difference of $3. Who'd you talk to down there? I'll give them a call and see what I can straighten out.
Well, it's only $3. There's nothing to make a big deal out of, surely.
Well, yeah, but if they made a mistake on the amount, they could have also made a mistake on which account it went into. 3 or 300. We need to straighten it out. Now, who'd you talk to?
Put the phone down, Rick.
Leslie, I'd like to straighten this out now, once and for all.
There is nothing to straighten out. The deposit slip shows the exact amount that I transferred from my account.
From your account?
Yep.
What happened to the dividend check I gave you?
I cashed it at the casino the night that I went there with Blackie.
Leslie, did you lose that money at the casino gambling?
I had a run of bad luck,
Yeah, apparently.
and I was embarrassed to tell you about it. So, I just had them transfer from my account to the joint account.
Less $3.
I'll write you a check.
Honey, that's not the point.
I know it. The point is I should have told you right away.
I don't think I really have to say anything. I just hope you've learned a lesson.
I sure have. I can give you a promise this will never happen again.
Boy, did you guys miss
Hey.
it.
What, a great circus?
No, you see, some guy rear-ended Mr. Brock in the parking lot, and Mr. Brock almost beat him up.
Oh,
Was it that serious?
Barely a scratch.
General opinion was I overreacted.
Well, besides the adventure in the parking lot, I think Mike had a good time.
You kidding me? I had a great time. I got this for you, Mom Lesley.
oh, thank you. How wonderful. How about you, Bobbie? Did you have a great time?
Well, I felt just like a kid again.
How about you, DL? Same reaction?
Yeah, Brock, how about you? Don't let me inhibit you.
Okay, frankly, I've spent better afternoons.
That does it. Mike, will you take care of him for me?
Sure.
Leslie, Rick, thank you very much for the tickets.
Wait a minute. I guess that means that I'm going home.
Thank you again. Yeah.
Hey!
What's wrong with them?
Well, we adults call that communication problem.
What's that?
In kid talk, a fight. Thank you for my love. I love you.
You know, I am absolutely wiped out. If no one minds, I'd really like to just go upstairs and lie down.
Oh, sounds like a great idea to me. I think I'll get a bit of rest myself.
Can I get you something, Grant?
No, darling, thank you very much. I'm fine. And Lee, thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. You know, you still haven't told me what it was exactly that Robert was asking you about.
Oh, mostly things about Bunny Willis. How long I'd known him, when the last time I saw him was, things of that sort.
Well, at any time during the interrogation, did you feel your rights were being violated?
Not intentionally.
Well, if you like, I'd be happy to represent you.
Well, that's very kind of you, but I really don't think it's going to be necessary. I think that Robert just got a little bit overzealous there. Probably finds himself without many clues, if any, in this case.
What was all this about a lie detector machine? I thought Robert was your friend.
Well, Edward, I think it was just a formality. He gave me a choice, and I chose to take it.
Well, you really should talk to a lawyer first.
Yeah, I suppose I should have.
You got to be careful. Some of these police characters can railroad you. It's always been my experience. If you don't have a lawyer present, don't say anything.
Quite right, Edward. That was my mistake. But it's all over now, and if nobody has an objection, I'd really just like to drop it.
Yes, of course.
We all know how embarrassing these things can be.
Okay. Darling, you coming up now?
Yes.
Good. Lee, thank you once again. And Edward, thank you very much.
All right.
Well, I hope I'm wrong, Lee, but it seems to me there's more to this than meets the eye.
I think I got the same impression, Edward.
Any advice as to what we should do?
Well, I don't think we have any choice until Grant decides to tell us.
Whatever it is, I just hope we hear it from Grant first before it turns up in some lurid headline.
Yes, you certainly had your share of scandals, haven't you?
Boy, oh boy. Enough to last a lifetime. Well, thanks again, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. Drive carefully.
Yes, sir.
Celia, I don't think I've said thank you to you yet.
Grant, I was so scared. I don't think I would have known what to do if Edward hadn't come home.
I can imagine you must be terribly, terribly confused right now.
I don't even know the questions to ask anymore.
See, I think the best thing for us to do at this time is just try to get some rest.
If that's possible.
Come on.
You're mad. What about me?
Those were Rick and Leslie's tickets, and for their sake, and for my sake, and for Mike's sake, you could have at least tried to have a good time.
Hey, look, don't put this on me. You know better than anyone that I don't like to be pushed into situations that I don't want to be in.
That's no reason to be rude.
Yeah, rude is not giving me advance warning.
I thought you would enjoy it.
Enjoy it, a circus? Elephant droppings on my shoes, cotton candy on my sport coat. I haven't had as much fun since the gas shortage.
All right, I'm sorry. My mistake. I'll never do it again.
Look, I am sorry, too.
I just thought that being with kids would...
With what?
I don't know. Thought it would make you feel young again.
Wait a minute, that's what it does for you?
For me, it was fun. I happen to like kids.
Oh, Bobbie, now, come on. It's not just the kids. There's something bothering you. It has been for a while, and I'd like to know what it is.
Now is not the time to discuss it.
Bobbie, you are closing me out.
I don't want to talk about it right now, Brock.
Okay, fine. You don't want to talk about it. Now, let me just say, as for today, I am sorry that I was rude to little Mike. I just don't need a little kid around to make me feel young, not when I have you around. And really, Bobbie, for the time being, you're the only baby that I want in my life.
So, as you can see, in each and every case, he was telling the truth.
Well, I'm sorry, Robert. That doesn't excuse you from letting him go.
I've got nothing to hold him on.
Okay, so you make something up.
What about the Gerald reaction? Come on, the way he yanked the wires off, he is obviously lying about something.
Unfortunately, he pulled the electrodes off, so now we'll never know.
All right, so there isn't any evidence on the machine, but his outburst, wasn't that indication enough?
Yeah, but he's agitated. Not necessarily lying.
There had to be a reason for the outburst.
You bet there was. To prevent him from having to answer the next question. By pulling those electrodes off, in effect, he was quitting while he was ahead.
Look, Robert, I'm confused. Where do you stand on this? Do you really think that Grant was exonerated?
The exact opposite. Now, more than ever, I'm convinced that he's involved.
So you let him go, huh?
Wait a second, wait. This isn't making any sense.
I didn't have a choice, Connie. I don't have any proof, so I can't hold him.
2 seconds ago, you just
it's
said...
a gut feeling. Gut feeling. Grant may not have been the trigger man, but I'll bet he knows who was. which case means he's not working alone.
Okay. Okay, so there's someone else involved.
Right. That explains why Grant could answer the questions truthfully. He didn't kill anybody. I'll bet he knows who did.
I hope you're right, Robert.
We'll know soon enough. I let him go so that he can lead us to our man. Or woman, as the case may be.
We're in terrible trouble. That much I think.
News tonight is not on the 6 o'clock news.
And I know now, too, that you can't talk about it.
Celia,
No,
please.
Grant, let me finish. The only thing keeping me going right now is knowing that when the time is right, you're going to tell me about it. Until then, I'm not going to ask any questions because I know it's just going to be frustrating for both of us.
Then you will do as I asked and go back to your father.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, darling, please.
Grant, I chose to stay with my husband, and that's what I'm going to do. It's the last thing I have left is your love for me. All the rest, it just doesn't matter. I don't want to live without you, Grant.
Celia, I promise you, I'm going to get us out of this. One way or another, I'm going to get us out of this.